James, welcome. Who's suffering the most unjustly here in the payment space, would you say?
Wow, that's a big question. Look, I think that probably the most controversy is around Affirm right now. Consumer credit business, you're seeing not only a normalization of credit behavior, but a rise in interest rates that's putting a lot of pressure there. We still have a lot of confidence that numbers can go up this year, but at the same time, we have to recognize there is a changing environment near term. But in the long run, there's still a lot of opportunity for them to grow their customer base and deliver financial services. But all the payments companies across the board, whether we're overweight or equal weight or not, on any of them are really getting hit and have been for the last 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, and James, you say that you're waiting for M&A. I wonder what you think has changed or hasn't changed in the last year or so. Certainly some of the valuations of the high flyers have come down. But, I recall when Visa was trying to buy Plaid and they came under regulatory scrutiny. Do you think that there's less of that in the current environment?
Yeah, well, when we look at Visa and MasterCard specifically, they're always looking for new technology acquisitions. We don't think it's as important for them, but if we look at the rest of the payments ecosystem, we do think that given the high levels of capital investment, et cetera, that acquiring these new technology companies that are entering into the payment space ends up being important ways to improve the technology capabilities and the long-term opportunity sets for most of the companies. I think most managements have been reluctant to pay up for valuations, especially over the last year. As we've seen valuations come down, well, that may change, but we do think that that's an important way to create value over the long run for a lot of the incumbent players.
If not Visa and MasterCard, two of the biggest players in this space, then who, James? Who else has sort of the positioning and capital to do so?
Yeah, so we've seen PayPal, Square, obviously, with its acquisition of Afterpay. Some of the least expensive names in the payment space where we're equal weight, like FIS, Fiserv, Global Payments. These are all companies that we think could and probably should be doing acquisitions right now, but they've been reluctant because of prevailing valuations.
Hey, James, some of your peers on the street today on Affirm say that there could be some upside guidance on GMV, even though longer-term risks with credit checks and so forth. Are there names where you think maybe short-term there could be some relief based on fundamental elements of the print? Yeah,
I think Affirm, we would be in that same camp. Affirm's probably one of the names where we have the highest conviction that there could be a better outlook than what is built into estimates today. Remember, they started accepting Amazon, or Amazon, better said, started accepting Affirm late in the December quarter. Our sense is that could be tracking a bit better than had been anticipated originally. They also have a very nice relationship and partnership with Shopify, and we think that's starting to ramp. And just the overall demographics, it really favor their go-to-market. So I would tend to agree that Affirm, among the companies that we cover, probably has the best opportunity for near-term estimate revision.